Now please give a warm welcome to the creator of the Just a Piano concert series, Lee Summers.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you so much for that nice little welcome to the stage, and welcome to the Triad. We got, I see a lot of familiar faces out here tonight. I see some new faces too. Raise your hand if you've never been here before. You've never been here before? Wow, as if this is the place. No, you know, it's a cool place. It's a cool place to be. Well, in case you didn't know, this little stage has been, it's pretty historic. You want to hear some facts about the Triad? Okay, all right, well, any of you ever heard of a show called Forever Plaid? Yes. Well, that show, which went on to, I think it's grossed about $200 million in the past 20 years, was started on this little tiny stage. There's another show called Forbidden Broadway that, you heard of that one? It began on this little stage a long, long time ago. Let's see, there's a show currently running here called Celebrity Autobiography, and any Monday night you can come by and you can see people like, say, Sherry Shepherd from The View, or Ryan Reynolds, the movie star, Matthew Broderick, Mario Cantone, Vanessa Williams, you name it, the celebrities are here every Monday night in Celebrity Autobiography. And the list goes on of things that we do here at this little stage called the Triad. I was told recently that Lady Gaga performed here when she was a 15-year-old. And I'll never forget one night after a concert, Mos Def sitting there at the piano. I can just drop names all night long about the Triad. So y'all got the picture? Cool little spot, right? All right, well, welcome, everybody. Let's welcome the newcomers, everybody. And so tonight you have come to the Just a Piano concert series, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. Well, I had an experience many years ago where I was auditioning for a movie here in town, and I had an opportunity to hear this lady sing her face off. Now, she didn't have drums, she didn't have a horn, she didn't have background singers. All she had was just a piano, and I had this epiphany. I was like, wow, if you really got the goods, you don't need all that. All you need is... Hence the concert series. And by the way, her name was the late, great Phyllis Hyman. Yes, Phyllis. And so we began doing the Just a Piano concert series about 5 years ago. And since we began doing it, we've had people like Tony winner Lilius White, Tony winner, ooh, tough town. You can give Lilius a round of applause. Tony winner Melba Moore. Tony winner LaChance, people from American Idol like Anwar Robinson and quite a few others, two-time Grammy winner Karen Wheeler from, you know, Keep On Moving, Don't Stop, no, you know, just you name it, we've had them here on the Just a Piano concert series. We like to feature the finest vocalists, and that's what we've been doing, and that's what we are doing tonight. And that's all right. I think my mother's out there. Is my mother here? No. So we really are excited tonight. I've had the pleasure of knowing our featured artist, Mr. I'm not going to say his name until it's time to introduce him, but I've known him for many, many years through the dance community, through the Broadway community. I know that since I have known him, I actually had the privilege of working with him on a project that I'd written called Yo Alice a long time ago. And since that time, I know that he's been on Broadway a couple of times, one in The Lion King. And of course, yes, give it up for The Lion King. And I think he has some family members in the house that did a show with him on Broadway most recently called Hot Feet. Are you in the house, family, Hot Feet? And he's going to tell you more about his journey, and as a matter of fact, I think that's the key word for the night. So let me ask you, are you ready for showtime? Yeah. Are you ready for showtime? Please welcome to the stage in the journey, a Duane Lee experience. Duane Lee.
I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs. I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now, and I'm singing a song to you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I've treated you unkindly, but darling, darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. Baby, can't you see through me? 'Cause we're alone now, and I'm singing a song to you. You told me precious secrets of a true love and holding nothing. You came out in front when I was hiding, yeah. But now I'm so much better, and if my words don't come together, just listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. Where there's no space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. We were alone, and I was singing the song. Singing the song to you. everybody, what's going on? Well, welcome to the journey. The reason why I'm choosing the word journey is because I feel that everybody can connect with me when I say that, because we all have our own individual journey. Now, whether or not you show up for it is another thing. And luckily, early on in my journey, I had an amazing mother. Brenda Joyce Tate Howland, who, along with my two other siblings, my brother and my sister, she encouraged us to do just about anything that we wanted to. And this is a woman that came from no electricity, the backwoods of Virginia. And through her just constantly saying, you know, as long as you're happy, I just want you to do what makes you feel happy. So early on, I was a gymnast for the early part of my life, from the time I was 7 till I was 19. And she gave me the opportunity to travel the world from the time I was 7 until I was 19. Having the chance to work with the President's Council of Physical Fitness. Arnold Schwarzenegger started this campaign in the early 90s, being able to perform on the White House lawn for 2 presidents. Being able to be in Sports Illustrated, and you know, being able to really establish myself as an athlete. And it was also at this time that my mother encouraged me to work on the cultural side of myself. And I always wanted to go to the FAME school. And in Philadelphia, that was Kappa. And it was at 14 that my life kind of intersected my gymnastics life and my dance life. It was, I used to do halftime shows for the Sixers. And Pat Croce, who is a big athletic person within the Philadelphia area, they were holding this show. And it just happened to be at this show that the Creative and Performing Arts School company was performing. And, you know, it's nothing like seeing, you know, I was 14 at the time, seeing other 14-year-old kids just doing it. I mean, getting it in, like dancing like grown folks. And I never had the opportunity of seeing that. I'm what you call a county brownie. Right? So, you know, we weren't really exposed to a lot of culture from different backgrounds. It wasn't very diverse where we came from, so I was just so drawn to them. And luckily, a wonderful woman named Ladiva Davis gave me that chance to go to that school. And it was also at that time that my brother, Brendan, and my other brother from another mother, Leslie, we used to practice every day after school, because this was around 1993 where everybody used to dance. Everybody. So, you know, Les had just moved here from Caguas, Puerto Rico, so he was kind of adjusting to this culture, and we did that for many years. And then 17, I had the opportunity to dance in the first hip-hop company, Rennie Harris Pure Movement. And when I tell you to go from having one amazing brother to having 6 other amazing brothers, it's a big deal, and you get to travel the world with them. And, you know, we would get to go out. And this was before you got served, this was before Honey, before any of that, so these were real battles. This wasn't any made-up stuff. So I wanted to do a rendition of what I felt when I would go out with them. And this is a little jazzy rendition, but you know, I hope you like it. You can clap. It's all right. Yeah. All right. Got the urge to let loose tonight, and the crew has got me feeling hype. Let's set it off like we always do, and show these people who's really who. Cause people claim to know the party feel, get lost in the physical appeal. Trust me, I ain't knocking you, but a louder voice speaks through and tells my spirit what it's got to do. Like rock the mic, keep the crowd feeling hype. Girls and boys, make some noise, the beat keeps knocking the whole night through. Party is jumping the music is bumping, the ladies are shaking, the breakers is breaking. Hey, let's keep this party moving. Let's keep this party moving. The party is jumping, the music is bumping, the ladies are shaking, the breakers is breaking. Hey, I step up in the club, looking where I can check my coat, and I'm seeing people cutting the rug, and that's what I just came in here for. DJs bumping the mix, I love it when the bass makes me feel like this. There's no time to delay, to get to the floor and wine, baby, so we can get our party on till the bright and early morning. No, baby, I can't wait, so let's not hesitate. The party is jumping, the music is bumping, the ladies are shaking, the breakers is breaking. Hey, let's keep this party grooving. The party is jumping, the music is bumping, the ladies is shaking, the breakers is breaking. Hey, let's keep it grooving. Rock with me, there's no stopping me. DJ mix, bass, kicks, what more could you ask for? Get yourself out on the floor. Hey, rock with me, there's no stopping me. DJ mix, bass, kicks, what more could you ask for? Get yourself out on the floor. The party is jumping, the music is bumping, the ladies are shaking, the breakers is breaking. Hey, let's keep it moving. The party is jumping, the music is bumping, the ladies are shaking, the breakers is breaking. Hey, let's keep it grooving. The party is jumping, the music is bumping, the ladies is shaking, the breakers is breaking. Hey, let's keep this party moving. Let's keep this party moving. So, of course, you know, joining the company and being able to travel the world and having the opportunity to be exposed to the rest of the dance community. And around 97, I moved back home. I had finished training for the 96 Olympics. I had injured myself. And I pretty much thought, you know, something that I had trained for 13 years, you know, my life was over, you know. But while dancing with Rennie, Baba Chuck Davis gave us the chance to actually be exposed to the rest of the world. And he asked me to come down to American Dance Festival to perform with him. And while I was down there, at the time, if you all are not familiar with all the different disciplines of hip-hop movement, there's a particular discipline called house. And I didn't really like the movement at first. I was like, what is it? But I saw this man's work, and I was thrown. And I was like, if I don't dance for Rennie anymore, can I come to dance for you? And that man was Ronald K. Brown. And that summer, I did the show that Lee said he was a part of, Yo Alex, with the amazing Maurice Hines, who is another mentor of mine. And that really was my introduction into musical theater, because all I wanted to do was videos. I mean, I'm 5'5". I was like, I can dance behind somebody. But a really good friend of mine, he was like, no, you know, you should go and audition. And so when I moved back to New York, I went to my first audition, which was for Lion King. And no, let me back up. My first audition was at Dance Space for Ron. And then I went to a Lion King audition, and I had to turn that down because I already had a contract with Ronald K. Brown. And when I tell you that moving to New York and being able to be in that room and to grow as an artist within New York, I mean, it was amazing. And then how they took me in and made me family. It was amazing. And I got to tour with Ronald K. Brown, you know? And, you know, just not really being mindful of the fact that I'm truly, truly being blessed right now by being able to work with the most amazing artists of our time, Rennie Harris and Ronald K. Brown. And for me to be able to call them my mentor and my brother, both of them brothers, is a humbling experience. And, you know, they gave me opportunities to travel the world again. I traveled the world as a gymnast, and now I was making another round as a dancer. So it was, you know, I was really just enjoying that. And of course, with traveling, and we got a lot of artists in the audience, you know, you make friends. A lot or a little. And for me, I'm a big sap. I'm a big romantic, and you know, it took a while. It took a while for me to learn not to wear my heart on my sleeve, and my intention going into all of my friendships was pretty much, you know, I'm there for the long haul. Like, I want the white picket fence, all that. So this next song kind of gives you a little in on how I would feel at the beginning of these relationships. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and it's like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand why I get misty holding your hand. Yes, I do. Walk my way, and a thousand violins began to play. Just from the sound of your hello, oh, the music I hear. Hey, oh, you know I can lift it whenever you're near. Yeah. You can say that you're late. Leading me on. But Lord, yeah, that's just what I want you to do. Haven't you noticed how hopelessly in love? And that's why I'm following you. Yes, I am, baby, on my own. Lord, let me wonder why you never want to let me know. Not knowing my right from my left, my half from my love. Hey, oh, you know I get misty and too much in love. Yes, I am. Hey, oh, you know, after being, after you know, growing and being in relationships, I, you know, at the beginning of a relationship, it always feels good. Like you wait for the person to call and like, oh, I'm gonna see them today, or we get to have a weekend together. Like it's exciting, you know. But as time goes on, reality hits a little bit, and you start to realize what real love is. And it wasn't until I wrote this song that I started to work on myself. And just listen to the words, it'll tell you. I've walked around with a steady frown, wondering where you've been. Why haven't you called? This doesn't work at all. But what am I supposed to do when you keep telling me your love is true? But believe you, 'cause that's the right thing to do. Even if I don't have a clue, if I wanna stay with you, I'm free. Free to do what I want. Free. Free to do what I need. I'm free. Free to be me. And that's all I'll ever need to be. Said I'm free. Free to do what I want. Free. Free to do what I need. Free. Free to be me. And that's all. This confusion, disillusion just keeps on confusing my heart. And it's pulling us apart, which means the only thing left to do is to let you do what you're gonna do. It's obvious to me that you were lying about your love so true, and I don't have time for all those silly games, and the way you treat me is such a shame. So baby, please take heed to this, for this will be our last kiss, 'cause I need to leave you alone. Oh, oh. Life's precious, and there's no need for negative sessions. So I'm doing what I gotta do for me. I'm my own responsibility. Even if that means no more you and me, I'm free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Free to do what I need. Free to be me. And that's all I'll ever need to be. Said I'm free. Yeah, yeah. Free. I'm free. The games, the shame, you're the only one to blame. I'm free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm free. I'm free. Yeah. to finally know what true love is, and to know that it comes from inside out, that it doesn't come from another person, is extremely important. I mean, for everyone. And at this time, it's so important that how we interact with each other is extremely important. I mean, you got natural disasters going on everywhere. And we can't leave it up to the government to handle how we take care of each other. So every time you interact with someone, be conscious of how you interact with them. And I was living in LA at one time. Do I need to say any more? But I was out there for a good 4 years. And one of the many things that I love about New York City is that it's very much about community. As an artist, you commune together, you go and take class together, you go eat together, you know. Out there, it's very much everyone for themselves. And I was out there doubting my blessings, and I can't sing, I can't act, I can't dance anymore, you know, nobody wants to hire me. And then I get a phone call from Maurice Hines. Duane, I want you to come and do this show. And I love him because he has just always been there for me. And he was like, you know, I have this show, it's fabulous, I want you to come and do it. And let me tell you something. In 2006, I came together and had the blessing of working with some amazing people. I mean, every night, pretty much I would go home and have a moment because I was like, really, Lord, you gonna do that? Fine, you know? And when I did the show, it was an amazing experience for me. He allowed me to be a part of the creative process and just to be around. I mean, the cast was amazing. And I really love those people and stay in touch with those people today. I mean, we might not talk for a minute, but when I see them, I give them hugs. They know how I am. And unfortunately, I got injured after doing that show, and I had to move home. I was like, what? But once again, I thought I was in control of something. And if you want to have the divine, like, have a good laughing session, try to make some plans and try to say, like, this is what I'm going to do, and try to, you're really setting yourself up. And I thought moving home was the worst thing that I could do. And once again, my mom, the catalyst to all of the things that I do, she said, you know what, Duane? You know, your passion is to entertain, but your purpose is to educate. I was like, I had to let that sit with me for a minute. And once again, my brother from another mother, Les, calls me and says, you know, you want to teach at Temple University? Yes. And I had luckily been teaching and doing master classes with Rennie while I was dancing with him. So I enjoyed doing that, but I didn't think that, you know, academia can make you feel a little small when you don't meet all the credentials. But luckily within the field that we're in, life experience outweighs sometimes, if not all the time, that MFA or that doctorate. And my mom came home and she was like, you want to sing? I was like, yes. Well, you know where you need to go to Saints Memorial, which is my church at home. She was like, we got this new musical director, and this woman, Lynn, she is singing her face off every Sunday. And I was like, okay. So I go, and I hear Lynn sing yesterday, and there is this man playing the mess out of the piano. And I was like, wait a minute, he's here? In Bryn Mawr? So that's when I met Barry Sames. And when I tell you, we had like a practice session, and the vibe was ridiculous. And that's when I really started singing, and I've been singing at church for what, a year now, I think, a little bit over a year. And I did a gospel concert at the church, and just really getting out of the way and allowing allowing God to do what he created me to do. And pretty much in this song, it'll let you know how I was able to come to that. I couldn't seem to fall asleep. There's so much on my mind, searching for that peace, for the peace I could not find. And then I kneeled down to pray, Lord, help me please. He said that you don't have to cry, 'cause I'll supply all your needs. Soon as I stopped worrying how the story ends, when I let go and I let God have his way, that's when things start happening. And I'll stop looking at back then, when I let go and I let God have his. There's so much going on, sometimes I can't find my way, and oftentimes I struggle from day to day. But then I realize I can't fight my battles, they're not my battles to fight. But I know if I put it in his head, that everything will be alright. Yeah. Worrying how the story ends, when I let go and I let God have his way, that's when things start happening. And I'll stop looking at way back when. I'll let go and I'll let God have, let go, let God, let go, and let God, let go, let God, oh, let go, and let God, let go, and let God, my brother, let go, and let God, my sister, you can handle it, let God, oh, let go, and let God, soon as I stop worrying, when I let go, when I let God have his way. That's my brother. So, once I was able to find out what my purpose is, and once I was realizing that, oh, everybody has flaws. And everybody deals with transition in a different way. You know, you lose friends along the way, but you don't forget is why they were in your life. And everybody is growing and moving at different paces and at different times, but you connect with that person or with those people for a reason. And then, you know, some people hold on to grudges or hold on to negativity or hold on to whatever. And then you get to a point where it's like, it's so much easier to just be available, to be there for people. And this next song that I'm going to do, I feel that it's appropriate for many different reasons. For now, as people, you know, from Katrina to Haiti to what's going on in Libya and Egypt right now and what just recently happened in Japan, we all really need to be conscious about how we're working on our insides. You know, we're a culture that deals a lot with the surface and, you know, you see it everywhere. But if you're paying attention, it's how you are really working on yourself on the inside, which makes you available for that next person to lean on. And I'm not saying, you know, you have to take on all their weight, but it might just be one word that you say to somebody, or it might just be you smiling at someone that day, or just being there and not saying anything. And feeling that through having an amazing mother to then having an amazing mentor, Mr. Pancott, who gave me that opportunity to take me around the world, who was a two-time Olympian. You'd see this 50-year-old British man and this little black guy running through the airport all the time, to being blessed with 6 other brothers, to them being blessed with another family in New York, and realizing that that's what it's about, and making sure that you keep yourself available for those people to come in and out of your life. So this song definitely will let you know how I feel about that. The road is long, with many a winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I am strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. Why not share? And the Lord doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. If I'm laden at all, I am laden with sadness that everyone's heart is not filled with gladness from one another. It's long. I said it's long. I said it's a long. Hey, it's a long, hard road from which there is no return. While we're on our way to there, oh, why not share? And the Lord doesn't wait me down at all, 'cause he ain't heavy. He is my brother. He is my brother. Yes, he is. He ain't heavy. He ain't heavy. No, no. He ain't heavy. He ain't heavy. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. So, the journey is about you showing up. This journey is about you doing the work because, listen, you'll be working all the way till you go home. And when I mean home, I mean home. So, we all have a journey. We all have a responsibility. Don't think that you don't matter. I have a really good friend who was helping me through at a time when I was injured. She would call me all the time, like, I'm just gonna leave messages, and I'm just gonna make sure that you're okay. My good friend, Holly Wright. And she would just be like, you know, you matter, and you need to let us know what you're doing. And so I say that to say that we all matter. And just be about the work, and you'll be able to live free. And someday we'll all be free. Y'all can clap a little bit if you want. Hang on to the world as it spins around. Don't you let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast, but hold on tight, and you will last. Keep your self-respect, your very bright. Get yourself in gear, keep your stride. Never mind your fears. Brighter days will soon be here. Oh, oh, take it from me. Someday we'll all be free. Yeah. Barry Sames. Keep on walking tall. Hold your head up high. Set your dreams right up to the sky. Sing your favorite song, and we'll keep going and going on. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Oh, just wait and see, someday we'll all be free. It won't be long, take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. So go out and be inspirational. Go out and be motivational. Do you, and don't be afraid to do you. Thank y'all for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Duane Lee Howard.
Another round of applause, Mr. Duane Lee Howard.
I really want to say thank you to everybody that came out tonight. It's like family in the audience. So to be able to be up here and see family in the audience that I haven't seen for a long time, or people that I just met, and it's warm in here. And I'm not talking about the heat. And I just really appreciate everybody that's in here, because what you saw up here, all of you had something to do with it. So thank you very much, and please know that I will keep you all in contact with shows and things that I'm doing, but thank you all, because you all made this happen for me, so thank you. And can we hear it for Barry Sames, please?